Welcome back, rankers. Now, look, I'm always trying to find ideas for a different show and what's going to be interesting for the viewers and what's going to not bore me to tears as I'm talking about it. And today I thought I'd look at Google Webmaster Tools for a bit of inspiration, right? Because there's been a bit of talk, you may have noticed, about SEO not provided being the major search term. And I've said to you before, you can look at Google Webmaster Tools search queries. So here we are in ours. And I thought I'd look at this for inspiration. And then I saw this phrase here. And I've been watching it now for about 3 weeks. It hasn't just popped up today. But it came in 3 weeks ago. So Google's saying that our site has appeared for that phrase, video marketing SEO, 4,500 impressions. Now, on the face of it, you might say, oh, yeah, it makes sense. That's a good phrase. You do video, you do marketing, you do SEO, yeah. But who's typing that in? That's a dumb phrase. I can understand videos to teach me how to do SEO for marketing or how to use marketing or your videos for SEO, a whole bunch of things, but video marketing, SEO, it's such a convoluted phrase. So I thought, okay, well, let's have a look. Who is actually searching for that? Oh, incidentally, you'll see down here, SEO consultant. We now rank number 1 for that, and we're getting there's the volume for it. Thing is, though, we didn't try to rank for it. Okay, we tried to rank for SEO consultant Melbourne. It's only in recent times it's gone to number 1. We've done nothing else on that phrase, and that's what's happening with Google now. If you keep publishing on a regular basis about the topics that you and your audience are interested in, Google's going to, and you're using things like everything else we've said, Google's going to see that you're a good digital citizen, if you like, and bring up the rest of your content along the way. And I think it's got something to do with a patent that they talked about 18 months ago, and I'll talk about that on another show. But I think there is another virtual sandbox that's happening with competitive phrases now, and it's sort of what used to happen years ago, but it's a bit different based on the value of the content, the value of the site, and all those sorts of things. Anyway, back to this phrase, video marketing SEO. Idiotic, right? Who can be searching for it? So what I did was, in search queries, you can use a filter here, and you can say, well, show me everyone in Australia searching for that. Now, just to bring it up, make sure to filter it, just show me the phrases with video. And you can see here, there's only been 12 people in Australia that have searched for that in the last month. So then you think, they must all be coming from the US. So you think, okay, I'll go to the filter again. And I'll say, show me United States. Show me United States. Okay, here we go. United States. Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Video marketing SEO. There's only 250. So where are they all coming from? It is ridiculous. So then I thought, well, where am I ranking for that? Now, in this particular one, it says in the US, it says on average, I was ranking at about 120 over the last 30 days. And in Australia, it says I was ranking an average of 30-something. Anyway, I went and did the searches myself. As of today, the Australian ranking is number 21, and in the US, it's number 71. Interestingly, though, the ranking in the US is not the same page that's ranking in Australia. In Australia, it is the homepage that's ranking, and in the US, it's a blog post that I wrote months ago. So it's an older post, so why would Google rank it higher? So what I wanted to do today, I thought, I want to see if people are actually searching for this phrase. So the only way I'm going to see it for sure is if I can get some sort of ranking out of it. So I thought, well, 21 in Australia, let's just see if those 12 clicks a month are real, or 12 searches a month, I should say, are real. So I've written this post here, video marketing SEO, and let me get my timer. The other weird thing that's been happening with Google lately is that it's not indexing as quickly as it did a couple of weeks ago for some reason on some sites. Anyway, so I've got it ready to publish. And I'll just go and do the search. So we are ready. Video marketing SEO, Google. And you can see us down here at number 21. Then we go back here. That's the preview. And we publish. Okay, so we're published now. So let's go to the blog. Make sure it's there. Oh, didn't start my timer. Starting my timer. What, 5, 8 seconds, you reckon? Yeah. Okay, timer's going. Let's just go back over here. Let's see if it's... Now, a quick thing you can do to check to see if Google has actually indexed you is you can go and get the URL. I think I've shown you this before, but just in case, for those of you that missed it, you just get the URL and you just say, Google, have you indexed this yet? And you just put SITE : bang. And Google says, no, I have not. So that makes a really boring video. So, of course, I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to go to the crawl and I'm going to say fetch as Google. And I'm going to go back to here and get this URL. And I'm going to say Google, go get it. Come on, hurry up. There you go. Fetch. Fetching, fetching, fetching. Pending, pending, pending. And submit to index. Okay, just the one URL because that's a new page and I want you to have a look at it. Then I'm going to do the site search again. Have you got it yet? How about now? How about now? How about now? What about now? What about now? No, no, no. Boring. So sometimes people say to me, I just want to use that, I want to ping Google for every time that I publish a new post. The problem with it is, I find you get the law of diminishing returns. Like that's still not indexed, even though I've pinged it. And it says it's fetched it. But look, it's still not there, it's still not there. So I'm not a big fan of using that ping tool often. I know I mentioned it last week. Still not there, not there, not there, and not there. Now I know Albert Einstein says the definition of insanity is doing the same experiment over and over again, expecting a different result. But that's not the case with Google. Okay, finally there. It took 6 minutes and 14 seconds to get indexed. Another probably 2 minutes has passed since then. And you can see here in Australia, it hasn't moved at all. But the message here is, and I'll show you that it is actually indexed, I guess, because that's what I was banging on about. So that was the search we did. Just do that search again. You can see it's now there, complete with the authorship. It says it knows it was published 18 minutes ago because it's got the timestamp on the blog. But the message here is make sure you research your keywords, even with Google Webmaster Tools. Don't rely on it. Don't rely on any one tool because, this thing that says that, $4,500 a month for video, what is it? Video Marketing SEO. I think that's ridiculous. But if I get onto the front page in Australia, at least I'll know if those 12 pages, those 12 searches are real. And what tends to happen in Google Webmaster Tools, it might say, oh, there's 4,500 searches for this. But according to Google, I'm ranking 120 for that on average across the world. So down at those levels, you're sort of bouncing all over the place. One day you might be 120, next day you might be 50. You don't really know where you are until you get into that top 30, top 20, and then you'll start to see it stabilise. And the more competitive it is, the longer it will take. Like SEO consultant that I told you about, we didn't target that phrase. We were targeting SEO consultant Melbourne. But over the course of a couple of months, we didn't do anything to get to number one for that phrase except write about SEO consultant Melbourne. Google's going, yeah, you can go up for that now. So there's this sort of sandbox happening. And I think they're number 2 for plurals, I think. Yeah, plurals. So, and I'll be different for that in different states, right? Because my site's all about Melbourne. So in Sydney, I won't be number 1. But that's the sort of thing that's going on. So when you're using Google Webmaster Tools to do your keyword research, dig deep, use those filters, and try some experiments. And that's it for this week. We'll see you next week. Thanks very much. Bye.